It's great seeing you back on my channel, Finding America. Well, that was quite the snow we had last night. It got down to about -10 wind chill, and it snowed pretty hard. But it's beautiful today. We're in the 20s and bright blue sky and snow on the ground. Luckily, the weekend before the snow hit us just a few days ago, the weather was perfect. I mean, we hadn't had this kind of nice weather to hunt in quite a while. And Chris was able to join me on the hunt, so that was even better. So we both met up early in the morning on Saturday, and we had a blast. We got to do what we enjoy the most, and that's finding America. So Chris and I decided we were going to hunt the lady's house that had lost the gold ring. And one of my previous videos, iron, silver, even gold. We hunted for that ring for quite a few hours. Didn't have any luck finding it, but we both really wanted to go back and give it another shot and see if we could find the ring for her. And that's what we did. I met him bright and early, 8 o'clock in the morning. We both felt it was a little bit early to go in the lady's yard and start hunting. So we had a little strip along the street, and we started hunting that, and we found some things. Well, good morning everyone. It's very early in the morning. It's just below freezing. Digging in the ground's kind of like a Tootsie Pop right now. It's hard on the outside and chewy in the center. But we're supposed to hit the 40s today, so we're definitely looking forward to that. Chris is over there chasing a nickel signal. And I was doing the same thing, but mine turned out to be a nickel. And yeah, this is about the third decent target I've had, and it's a buffalo. So I'm going to get this cleaned up a little bit and give you a little better look at it. Well, this is a pretty nice buffalo. I can read the date easily. It's 1936, and it's a Philadelphia. I'll show you the back side. That's a great way to start the morning. Chris did end up getting a nickel. He got a 50s Jefferson over there. Well, I got a 1231. It's just a couple inches down, but pretty old piece of, I don't know if it's jewelry or, I don't know, I'm going to have to clean it up later. Just thought it was kind of unusual, so I thought I'd film it. I'll get it home and clean it up, see if there's anything to it. But definitely has some age to it. Well, I got a real strong 1243 signal, and way down underneath that root I got a nice weedy. It's teens, can't make out the whole date just yet, but nice early weedy. Chris has found 4 and I found 3 so far, so 7 weedies out of this spot, so definitely has some good potential. Well, we are back at the house that you might remember from the video Iron, Silver, and Even Gold. We were at this house trying to find the owner's lost gold ring. So we finally were back in this area, so we're spending a few hours this morning. See if we can maybe find that lost ring, but I did find some lost jewelry. Got a 1221, little tiny little signal, and very pretty. It's a earring. I don't know if it's silver, it could be white gold. It was around 1221, and it's got a nice blue stone in the center. So, very cool find. I'll have to clean it up, see if it has any markings, but yeah, pretty cool find. Now we can just find that ring. Okay, keeping with the theme of this channel, you never know what's going to come out of the next hole. Chris has something that neither of us have ever dug, and we had to Google it to figure out what it was.
It looked like a mouthpiece to me, and it is. It's a French horn Blessing 11 mouthpiece.
It's actually, it's on the piece. It says Blessing and then the number 11.
Oh, you can make that out.
Here, let me see if I can get it in the light here. Yeah, there you can see it. blessing, and then the number 11.
I think they're still in business, it looked like.
Yeah, we, thanks to the wonders of smartphones, I should say.
Yeah.
We were able to Google it, and there's one for sale for $51 online, but I don't think ours will bring that much. Got a little
25.
Got a little lawnmower dinger in it. Well, buddy, I think you might have the most unique find of the day.
I think so far. Let's see what else comes up.
Day's not over. Well, Chris made a pretty cool surface find over here by the road.
I think it's a Rotary Dial off an old phone.
Yeah, that's for all you young hipsters that don't know what these are.
Yeah.
That's a real antique.
It's just weird. It was laying on top underneath some leaves.
Yep.
Blew my ears off.
Well, there's a blast from the past. Well, it quickly became apparent we were going to have a theme to our hunt this day. And that theme was odd things found in the ground. Well, we've been here for about 2.5 hours, and we did not find the gold ring, unfortunately. We made a few pretty cool finds, though. But as I was hunting this place, I was looking across the street, another older house, but if you see those steps right there, they're pretty old steps, and I could just picture people crossing the street, coming on those steps and dropping all kinds of goodies. Right next to these steps here, I got my first signal. This is actually folded in half, and it says Murray on it, and down here it says Murray, Ohio Manufacturing Company. I believe Murray was a bicycle, if my memory serves me well, and that's pretty cool. Must have gone on like the front bar, but I kind of like that. That's a cool find. Chris is over here just down the hill from me, and I can't believe what he got over here. What is it? Oh, good Lord.
It's another one.
Another Rotary Dial.
What is, I mean, it's across the street, though.
Well, obviously it was two neighbors.
Oh, yeah, they threw their phones at each other. Look at that.
I think they were calling each other. Yeah, they are identical.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
Lord.
weird.
All right, man. You definitely have the unusual finds of the day.
Yes. Weird.
That's bizarre. Well, my hunch paid off with my second signal. Right up here where the guardrail is, up on this hill, got a nice high tone 1244, and I got silver right in the hole, right next to this busy road. I'll put a little water on it. I can already see it's a murk. As you can tell, I am right next to the road, so lots of noise. But I'll get a little water on this and get a wipe. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll tell you, that's the thing you gotta do nowadays. Try to find some place where you think no one ever swung a coil over. So this would definitely qualify, but that's awesome. I'll get this cleaned up and you can get a better look at it, and I'll get a date on it. Just a second. Well, she is very worn, very smooth, but she is beautiful in my eyes right now. She is a 1920. I can't even tell if it has a mint mark. It's so worn on the backside. But that's first silver of the year. I'll take it. I was hunting along the other side of these steps, and got a 1744. It's a lot of garbage over here, but got a nice little find, a little 57 Wheatie. So lots of old coins along this hillside on the road here. Well, I like this little strip along the road here. The steps I was hunting were down there, but this nice flat area right here, it's about the only place people could walk along the street, because you have houses butting right up on the road here. So I decided to hunt right down here. And I started down here, got a 1240 signal. I thought I just had like a jar lid or something, but I don't think so. It has like little holes all the way around. So I'm gonna have to clean this up, and maybe it has something on it, and we'll find out later. Yeah, hopefully you can, let's see if I can get this in the light right. You can see there's little holes all around the edges here. So it might just be, actually I'm thinking it might be the, I think it's the spout of a watering can where the water would pour through. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's an old one, but yeah, the more I look at it here in the light, I think that's what it is. So, still pretty cool find. It was about 8 inches down. Well, I got a nice deep 1239, 1240, and dug down and got a beautiful green early weedy. 1919, just had its 100th birthday. And we're actually not far from where Chris popped his 1919 silver dime just a couple videos ago in iron, silver, and even gold. So, pretty cool. And believe it or not, that day he also popped a 1919 Wheatie. We just didn't get it on film. So that's 3 1919 coins out of this area. I'm really glad I decided to go over and hunt that little strip along the street. At the end of hunting it, between Chris and myself, our total was 15 Wheaties. I got that buffalo. I got the 1920 silver mercury dime. And got some really cool relics on there. It's obviously never been hunted. I'm really glad I decided to hunt that area. So from there, Chris and I decided to go over to a park that Chris knew about. And I'd never been there before. But it had a lot of Civil War activity and just a whole lot of activity ever since the war. So we made some really cool finds there. And Chris continued his odd find streak. Well, Chris and I moved to a different location. We got an old park that saw a lot of Civil War activity. And I don't know what this is. It's heavy. It's obviously part of something. Very thick. Same design on both sides. Pretty unusual piece. I'll clean it up, but I really have no idea what it was. Definitely has some age to it. Well, we are still hunting this park, and it's starting to get pretty interesting. Got a nice older signal here. Got 1223 and dug down. I got this very cool buckle, definitely 1800s. A little bent, a little pushed in right here, but you can see the original shape at the top. Very cool. And that's a nice little find. So hopefully there's some more stuff here. Chris called me over, said he had a couple cool things he found.
Nothing too amazing, but this one I found way down on the other side.
Oh, compact, huh?
Yeah, half of maybe a pill.
Yeah, it's got some,
there's something there.
It's makeup, but yeah, it has some design on it.
And this one just popped out all the way up here.
Huh. Well, I guess it's my turn. My turn for a compact. But this is one like I haven't dug before. It's got a rose on it. And not sure if you can make it out yet. Once I clean it up, you'll be able to see it probably better. But it says Dorothy Perkins down below the rose. It was all rolled up in a ball. I managed to straighten it out a little bit. But very cool. You can see the hinge to it. Got a nice high tone. Like 1242, 1243. And yeah, well, I love my cars, so I knew what this one was right away. This is a inside rear view mirror bracket. It would have mounted up here. Let's see if I get that in the frame. And then the mirror would attach down there. But yeah, you're probably looking at about a 30s era car, possibly 40s. But definitely has some serious age to it. So just another oddball find coming out of this place. Well, this signal was it was just a big signal, and then I dug this iron bracket up and filled the hole back in, then got a signal right next to that hole, and I got this tiny little tag. That's pretty cool. I believe this is a cat tag, but it says let's see if I can get this in focus. But it says Klub Laboratories, rabies vaccinated, 1958. And this is giving me a bit of an iron signal too because of the iron clasp at the top. But I tell you what, I think that's the very first cat tag I've ever dug. So very cool, 1958. I like that. Cool find. Well, Chris got an eyeball find. What'd you get, man?
Yeah, the corner's sticking up. It's a McCormick and Company spices.
That's a pretty early one there.
Baltimore.
It's embossed on all the panels, huh?
Maryland, the same.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I sure hope so.
That's different.
Baltimore. Wow, that's cool.
I should just turn the detector off and use my eyes.
Well, we found a bit of a mystery item. It is a slick rick, but it's holed at top and it rings up high like silver. So,
I'm bending it every direction trying to find some kind of lettering or something on it.
Chris dug this up just a little bit ago. It certainly could be early silver, but there's absolutely no details that I can see. Not yet. But
turn the camera the other way.
Yeah. Try a different angle. Then we'll start to see King George, Philip. Anyway, it's a pretty cool find. I have a feeling it is silver though, but it is very thin and very worn. So, still a cool find, man.
Yeah, hopefully it's something.
Still going at it, and got a 1228 dug down about 4 or 5 inches, and I got a very cool dog tag. I've never dug one like this. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus in for you. There you go. City of Knoxville, dog tax 1962. That is really cool. I've never found one like this. I like it a lot. So, one more for the collection, and yeah, it's just a really cool find. Well, keeping with the odd theme for this video, we have some really odd pieces coming out of the ground, but
there's got to be some kind of funerary piece or something.
At rest. It's a finial.
Look at that.
Almost definitely dates back to 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that might be a finial for a lamp. I know some people lit lamps at the grave sites where they had a little finial on top of the gravestone, but
that is a morbid find, but really cool.
Very cool. Very old. Wow.
Wow.
I don't think I've seen one of those before.
No.
So as you can see, Chris and I had a blast that day. Got to spend the whole day hunting together, digging all kinds of cool things out of the ground, and that's no better way to spend a day in my opinion. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I have some photographs that I showcase at the end of the video, and I'm keeping with the theme of odd and unusual, and I have some very, very odd and unusual historical photos of this country's history, and I hope you stick around and enjoy them. So it's been great to see you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week on Finding America.